Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. If you're watching this video and it's Salah time, please pause it and go pray and come back when you're done. Please check out the description section of this video to donate to Palestine and to support the channel. I've had a lot of Jordan Peterson nonsense popping up on my feed, most likely due to his very recent public meltdowns. Grandpa Peterson is supposed to be a beacon of conservative maturity, guiding the young idiots who follow him into the ways of manhood and showing them how to bow down to Zionism, I guess. And as you'll know, recently I've had a few criticisms of Andrew Tate. I was first to break the story about his blasphemous comments calling himself Lord, as well as his less than complimentary comments about Pakistanis. However, despite the criticism he received from Muslims, he did not abandon Islam. Though his content isn't very Islamic at all, he still admitted to his mistake, maintained that he is Muslim, and is still unwavering in his support for Palestine. Credit to him for that. Most of you will be aware Jordan Peterson, a supposed Christian, is bought and paid for by Israel. Here he is with his Daily Wire boss Ben Shapiro and demonic Israeli President Netanyahu, more than likely plotting the next batch of Zionist propaganda they will unleash on the world. And here is the tweet that Peterson put out on October 7th, 2023, that he is still receiving backlash for nearly a year later. And here he is in his latest Twitter rant, having meltdowns in response to being trolled. Jordan is on a mission to either block or respond to anyone and everyone for his beloved Israel. Take a look at him raging at Andrew Tate's tweet stating that Tate himself can't be bought by Israel, which clearly struck a nerve with pill-popping JP, who sold his soul to the cult of Zionism in the drop of a hat. Peterson has not only been blocking Muslims, he's also now blocking Christians galore too. I guess anyone who opposes his Zionist overlords has got to go. Let's take a look at Brother Low-Key talking about how the Daily Wire is run by Israeli intelligence personnel.
Now, it's important to remember that the founder of the Daily Wire, there's two of them. There's Jeremy Boring, who we'll talk about a little bit later, but also Ben Shapiro. Now, Ben Shapiro is somebody who was a Shillman Fellow at the David Horowitz Freedom Center. David Horowitz Freedom Center, which employed Tommy Robinson, which also employed Katie Hopkins.
Whoa.
And Tommy Robinson was a Shillman Fellow at the David Horowitz Freedom Center. At the same time, Ben Shapiro was a Shillman Fellow at the David Horowitz Freedom Center, meaning that both of their positions were funded directly by somebody on the board of the Friends of the IDF.
Wow.
Robert Shillman, who also funds the Zionist Organization of America and other key settlement building organizations also. Now, what we know is that the other founder of the Daily Wire, Jeremy Boring, was also essential in the development of Prager University. Now, Prager University, massive YouTube channel, founded by Dennis Prager, an Israel lobbyist himself, and also headed by the CEO, Marissa Straight, who is an ex-agent of the infamous Israeli military intelligence unit 8200. Now, 8200's work, we speak about quite a lot on this show. It focuses on monitoring the electronic communications of Palestinians and using that information to blackmail them and try and convert them into collaborators with the Israeli military. Yeah.
First time I've heard about that. That's mad.
Yeah. And so this is the kind of background to the Daily Wire and the employer of Jordan Peterson.
There you have it. It's not a conspiracy theory. The Daily Wire is an Israeli propaganda machine. And right-wing sellouts like Tommy Robinson, like Katie Hopkins, and like Douglas Murray, etc. push the exact same Israel first propaganda because they are all under the same umbrella and are paid to do so. They put Israel before Canada, before the UK, before the USA, and before Christianity. In fact, they put Israel before their morals. And whatever you have to say about Tate, and believe me, I'm not condoning the haram things he still talks about, but at the very least, he doesn't sell out and bend over to cover up for Zionist predators, preying on children and defenceless civilians. My brothers and sisters, do not look to influencers for answers, because they are not trustworthy. They have ulterior motives as well as irresponsible self-interests. And some of them are just self-obsessed clout chasers that love to run their mouths. Instead, look to the Qur'an and Sunnah for answers. Seek direction from the ulama and surround yourself with practicing Muslims so you are protected from the propaganda and brainwashing of these treacherous individuals. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all. Thank you for watching. Make sure to join my free Telegram group via the link in the description, where we as Muslims can speak freely and without censorship about issues like this. And remember to like, subscribe and become a channel member for access to exclusive content. Until next time, inshallah, Jazakallah khair.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah.